Hey, welcome live tonight, All Things Business. We want to appreciate you tonight for joining us tonight. Boy, have I got a good one. The question is, what is your ideal mate? Let me say it again. What's your ideal mate? As I was moving some things around and I ran across something that was very powerful, and it was inside this plastic. And I want to share this with you tonight. That's going to be my topic. What is your ideal mate? You know, gosh, this card, look how old it is. This is a smaller one, but see how clear it is. But look how old it is and tainted it is. And notice the date, February 28th, 1988. Yeah, I'm dating myself a little bit. That's how old this is. I made a card of what would be my ideal mate. Have you ever asked yourself what would be your ideal mate? If you already don't have them, I'm saying if you don't already have it, what characteristics would that person have? What are you looking for in a mate? What are you praying for in a mate? What would your list look like for you? Are you winning? Are you still looking for that perfect mate or that mate that you have? People always say the right one. Well, I believe there's more than one. Or are you already there? And if you are already there with the person that's a perfect mate for you, congratulations for your ideal mate. So tonight, I'm going to go through this, and I thought this might bless you. We talk about business, all things business, but sometimes we need that other person, not to make us whole, not to complete us, but to be that asset with us, to add to where you're going to go. So I'm going to read this. Now, this was February 28th of 1988. So I'm going to read this to you. And a lot has changed, but here's what mine was. My height for the perfect one for me was 5'6" to 5'9". Lots of patience, boy, because they need it with me, because I know I'm a handful. Skin tone, light or golden complexion. Age, 27 to 35. Hair, long down to her shoulders, straight or curly, dark chestnut or black hair color. She must be a Christian, an entrepreneur, fun-loving, conservative, well-grounded, very focused on her goals in life. Let me stop there for a second. Wow, that's useful for an entrepreneur. Very focused on their goal or her goals in life as well. Continuing on with my list. Be from the old school, especially today. People today are just not the same as old school people. I can just say that and leave it at that. Very supportive. Every man needs a supportive helpmate. That's why God called them helpmates. And be very supportive. And that goes both ways, guys, girls. That goes both ways. Drug-free. Non-smoker. Well-versed and well-traveled. Myself to this day, I've been to 29 countries. Well, this is my list, okay? So you can put your own together. What would your list look like? What would you say about that? Well, let me continue on with mine. Never been married before. Well, there's some adjustments on here we can do as well. Be motivated and motivates me. Knows what she wants. She's sexy, classy, and very, very romantic. Quit laughing. So these are the qualities that I look for or wanted then. Now remember, life changes, time changes. This was 37 years ago when I put this together. Think about that. 37 years ago, when I was only 5 years old, I put this together. Write this down. Things change. You change. I've changed. Your vision changes. So what happens over time? Things do change. Things do change. Things do change. So I want to tell you, those are the things that I said I wanted. And then I had a category underneath that. Like to do. These are things I want her to do. Cook. Cook. Heart of man. Yeah, it's cooking. There you go. I like Asian food, soul food, at that time, seafood. And she must like to do, take care of her man. Dress, clean the house, have the house well cleaned, like to watch funny movies, ski, because at that time I was skiing a lot and had a ski place up in Lake Tahoe. 484 Quick and Aspen was my place, right across from the Eagles Nest. So I used to, Liberace lived right down the hill. Donna Summers lived across the street. A lot of stars lived where I lived up there in Lake Tahoe. Laugh a lot, have very humorous. So she has to be able to laugh a lot. These are things that I want. These is what I think I said I like to do. I like her to do these things. Let me ask you a question. What is your ideal mate? Characteristics you want. What are you looking for? Praying for. Do's and don'ts on your list. So let's move on to the next category on my list. She must have a great body, beautiful legs, beautiful chest, goals. She must be spiritual, balanced, emotional balance, physical balance, wealthy balance. Wow. She has faith in herself and have an entrepreneur spirit in herself. Determination, desires, persistent, and faith. These are the things that I put on my list of what I wanted. Now, this is 37 years ago. Have my list changed as I looked at this and I found this? I mean, look how old and tainted and scarred up it is, and it was still in plastic. Sometimes God will give you things to look back at and have to smile at the time what you wanted. Now, a lot of these things on my list have changed. For example, never been married before, off the list. It's acceptable. You know, quite a few things off the list. What about your list? What does your list consist of? And I know a lot of men and women around the world are waiting for that perfect person. There's no such thing as a perfect person. If I can get 85% or 80%, I can work with the other 20%. Remember, there's no such thing as just the right one. It's the one that you have compatibility with, somebody you can build with. So this is my list. February the 28th, 1988, 37 years ago. And has it changed drastically. Ladies and gentlemen, if I'd asked you your list, what would it look like? What would be on it? And have you even had one back then? What about starting one today? And if you had that perfect person that you're married and happy and content with, hey, God bless you. God bless you. You're fortunate. And continue to work on that relationship as you build it over time. Because even that changes. Because we all change. This old song by George Benson says, everything must change. Nothing. Let me say it again. Nothing stays the same. Back in those days, I had hair. That changed too. Back in those days, I might look a little fitter. You know, our bodies change over time. Everything must change. But you must change with the times and understand people change. But also, you change. So I want to share that with you today. I thought that might bless you because I want to come live and talk about something that changed. And like I said, I look back and I have to smile at this, and I hope this blessed somebody today, because when I saw it in my plastic bag here, I just wanted to relay it to people, because that's how long ago, 37 years of preservation this has been. And I will continue holding on to this. And I just want to sit back and look back over my life and remember and reminisce things that were important to me way back then. Just like my gold book over 40 some years, going back and looking at what was important then and how different they changed to today. And I'm going to end it with this. Life changes. You must change with it, but be a part of the change for the betterment of yourself. And remember, there's no such thing as a perfect person. There was only one, and he's gone. Soon to come back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time today. I hope this blessed you like it blessed me. And when I saw this, when I was doing some things around here, I said, wow, I got to share this with people. You know, what is your ideal mate? What is your ideal mate? And a lot of times we write our goals down for business, write our goals down for vacation, write our goals down for physical health, write our goals down for spiritual, write our goals down for wealth. But what about our mate? Wow. Very rarely is that done. God bless every one of you. If you can, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Please leave a comment below. We want to thank you for your time around the world. We thank you for listening in. Take care. God bless. And as always, we'll see you at the top. or see you over the top. Have a blessed evening. Al Thomas over and out.